for joining me today, because today we're making Southwest burgers from the USA. So right along that Mexican border there, all those states, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Burgers today. All right, so here we go. Grab a chef's knife here, and we are going to be dicing up a bunch of food today. We're going to start off with an onion, and we're going for about a half of a cup of diced onions. So you're just going to run your knife through here, like so, and get these diced up pretty small here. I'm going to be using all of these vegetables here. So just run your knife through. We're going to chop this pretty small into very small onion slices. We're going, like I said, for about a half of a cup. And these are going to shrink when we actually saute them. Okay, so just keep on chopping. And then we're just going to kind of set this aside over here and do our next vegetable, which is going to be a yellow, or you can use yellow, red, or orange bell pepper. I happen to be using the orange one today. You're going for the same quantity, a half of a cup of diced, minced, cut pretty small pieces of bell pepper, okay? And like I said, I taught you before, do it from the interior because it's easier to cut through the actual bell pepper and then doing it on the outside, okay? So just keep on chopping. A little bit of a stem in there still. This dish is going to have a little bit of heat to it because we're going to be using a poblano pepper. You can use Anaheim chilies if you want to. A poblano is a little bit, more heat than an Anaheim chili. So if you don't like your, burgers spicy, use the Anaheim chili. And we're going to be using a whole entire poblano peppers here. So, okay, we have these done here. And I see a little bit of a stem still on that one. And then we're just going to cut this right down the center here and take out. I'm going to use my spoon to do this because these things get hot on your fingers and I don't want that. Okay, I want to be able to touch my face without burning me. So just so that you know, if you touch any part of your body after you've touched a hot pepper, it can cause some redness in the eyes or the mouth or any part of your body so that you touch, okay? So let's just cut these also from the interior again. So this hand right here is going to be hot, so I'm going to have to watch it later on. As I'm touching the interior of the pepper here. Just kind of put these into slices here and then just line them up and then cut through on the other side. We're going to be making, keep on going here. So these can be all mixed up because we're going to put them all in the same pan together, okay? And a little bit more on that one. So we're just going to also put in 1 clove of garlic here. So just smack this down here. Boom. And then take off the outside here. Throw that in the sink here. And we're going to mix this. Very, very small pieces here. Then you're going to, after you get this minced up nicely, we're going to go ahead and take this whole entire cutting board over to the saute pan here. So we're going to turn on the light here. And let's put a couple of tablespoons of oil in here. This is olive oil. And just make sure you have enough in here. And I already have my pan heated up here. So this should give a nice little sizzle, okay? Here we go. Nice day, it would sizzle. Okay, so there we go, everything in here. Okay, grab a wooden spoon here. I'm going to move this around the pan here. Beautiful colors, huh? We got orange in here, green and white. Ooh, out of the pan there. I'm going to saute these veggies for about 5 minutes, and then I'll get back with you. Well, it's time. We have our sauteed veggies here, and I have 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You can use 80-20 blend with 80% meat and 20% fat in here. And we're going to add in 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. Goes right in there like so. And you're going to use original taco seasoning here. And we are going to put in 2 teaspoons of this taco seasoning, okay? And then we're going to put in 1/4 cup of these veggies, okay? And they go right in here like so. Then we're just going to add in a little bit of S&P, okay? So let me grab those from the back here and race over here. Just going to add in a teaspoon of salt, okay? And then 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, okay? I'm just going to do it freshly around here. Okay, and that goes right in here like so. And then we're just going to grab an egg. I'll be right there in a second. Grab an egg out of the refrigerator here, and we're going to put an egg in there as well. Good. So once you have everything done like that, just take your hand here, and we're just going to massage this all together, and then we're going to create some burgers, okay? And we're going to do 8 of them, and the reason why is because we're going to put some of these veggies in between the actual burger to create some flavor, okay? So you don't want to actually overdo mixing your meat, otherwise it can get kind of tough. So as soon as all these things are, you know, put together here, we're going to go ahead and put them onto the board here, or I should call it a sheet pan, okay? And go from there, okay? So once you have your meat done, I'm just going to kind of cut it in half here, right down the center, divide it here, and then I'm going to divide it one more time, okay, into 8 little balls. And then after I do that, I'm going to then divide them one more time, okay? So I'm just going to leave these in the bowl while I do this. So I'm going to divide this again, all right? That one back there. I'm going to take one of these here. Oh gosh, I don't want to, let me wash my hand off here. All right, here. Move this over here. It's in my way. So let's just pat these down here. And you want them to be pretty thin, okay? You don't want them to be thick, okay? So there's one right there. And then we'll do another one here. So we want them really thin. All right, there's number 2, and I'll meet you back here when I'm all done. Well, it's time. I have 8 burgers. I have these over here because these are going to go on top of these others. So just grab some veggies, and you're going to put it right in the center here, okay? And again, we're going to put some there as well, and here. And you want to get as many as you can on there because they taste good, right? And just put them in here like so. There we go. Flatten them out with your hand. push them down in there a bit, right? Okay, let's do a few more on this one here. Fit a few more on there. And here I can fit a few more on there. And right there, there's more. And over here. And drop there. Okay, I think we're good, you know? So you're going to then take one of these and take it off of this, okay? And you're just gonna put it on here like so. Push down, okay, and crimp it together so it doesn't come out the sides here. I want to move this over here just a tad bit. So these are gonna be pretty big here. Big burgers. Yay! Yum, 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 right? This one goes on top of this one as well. Pinch all these edges here. Make sure it's in there well. Again, one more here. And pinch those down here. Just so that the burgers come out the side. They don't come out the side here. Or I should say that, make sure the veggies don't come out the side there. One more. Woo! We got this. These are going to be super, super delicious here. I'm looking forward to eating them. I love those Southwest flavors, right? Okay, so then after that, let me wash my hands real quick. I'll be back with you in a second. Well, the burgers are together and now it's time to season them. So we're going to put in every bit of the taco seasoning on top here. So just take this and go ahead and put it right on top here. Yeah, this is how we do it. Oop. See if it gets all over. That's all right. You need to get as much on there as you possibly can, using up all the taco seasoning. Okay. And this one over here. There we go. This one needs a little bit more over here. Okay. And this one over here. It'll all go in there because what happens is that the grease kind of formulates. I have the oven on 375, so that's what they're gonna. So we also need to put a little bit of salt and pepper on these as well. A little bit of S&P on here. And this is gonna taste great. And don't forget a little bit of pepper as well. Ooh, can't get this open here. There we go. So a little bit of pepper on here as well, just to get that heat on there as well. And a little bit on there too. So now these are going to go into the oven here, and we're gonna bake these on one side for about 15 minutes and then on the other side for about 8 more minutes. And then we're gonna put some cheese on top and then it'll melt in there. So it's time to turn the burgers over and put them back in for about 8 more minutes. So just take a one of these turners and flip it over and push it down just a little bit. Okay, this one as well. And push down just a bit. And this one here. And push that one down. And one more here. This is gonna go back into the oven for 8 minutes. It's time to get them out of the oven now. So here we go. Oh, wow. Look at those. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put some cheese on here. Okay. This is cheddar jack, pepper jack cheese, and these just go right on here like so. There's one person in the family that does not want cheese on there, so we're not going to put, whoops, my lettuce too soon. I'm going to put these are going to go back in here for 2 more minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and time this out here. 2 more minutes. And let's set the clock there. And let's make some, we're going to make chipotle mayonnaise, okay? So you're going to take some, these are chipotle peppers from a can, and then they have a lot of pepper sauce in them. Chipotle sauce, we're gonna put about 3 little scoops of this in here. So we're gonna make our mayonnaise. You just kind of mix this around, and we're gonna use this instead of mayonnaise, okay, to put on our hamburgers, our Southwest burgers. So this should be good. And we have a few minutes left on the clock with our melting of our cheese, and we're just gonna go take our buns also and put them right in here as well. So we can get a crispy bun as well, okay? So I'll see you back in a few seconds. Oh wow, look at these. The cheese is all nicely melted in there. And it's time to make our Southwest burger and put it all together so you can enjoy it at home. Hopefully you'll make this at home, okay? Let's get our bun out of the oven. Okay, nice and crispy bun here. Okay, right out of the oven, yum. Okay, so we're just gonna slather on the Southwest sauce here that we just made with chipotle peppers. Okay, chipotle pepper sauce, I should say. Oh, yum. Top, bottom of this, okay? And then we're going to next, let me put this over here, grab one of these burgers. So let me get one of these because these are hot, straight out of the oven here. And let's put it onto this side here. Oh, wow. Wow, that looks so good, and I'm gonna have to clean that up a bit. It's messy here. And always clean up your plates here. There we go, and let's get one of these and wipe it down a bit as well. Okay. And then we're going to next put on some lettuce here. So we'll just put some lettuce down here like so. Like that. And then we're going to put on a little bit of onion here, right? You can use red onion if you want to. That'd be fine. Let's put some onion right on there like so. And then we're going to put some tomatoes on here like that. And then you're just going to load up some chips on the side here. And then serve it to your customer like this. So here we go. Just a little bit of S&P on top here, a little bit of salt on the tomatoes. And there we go. And here we go, Southwest burger. Look at that, look at that. Looks nice here. So let's cut it in half and see what it looks like. So let's take this, put it on top. Look at that. Look at that burger there. Ooh, that looks so good. Take our serrated knife here. Remember, don't push down too hard. Just kind of cut through. And whoa. Whoa. And there we go. Let's pull it apart and see what we got here. Let's see this burger here so you can see it here for yourself. Look at that burger. Enjoy. Thank you for coming today, spending time with me, making Southwest burgers. Come back again and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.